Good morning. I'm Dennis Reed with Cathedral Stone. I wanted to make this video, simple, short video, talking about mixing mortars. Our mortars, usually for something like this brownstone, call for 4.5 or 5 parts mortar to 1 part water. And in our classes, they measure with these for the water and for the mortar. When you do that, it takes a lot of time to measure out 5 of these and water. It takes a lot of time. What we say about the consistency of these mortars is a guideline. The 4.5 or 5 parts mortar to 1 part water is just to get you started. It's just for beginners, really. You should know how to work with it without having to do that. So what I normally do, there's some brownstone. I don't measure. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I don't. Because what you really need to know most of all is the right consistency for a couple of reasons. One is for color. The other is for speed. We want you to be able to go fast, not have to be held up by mortar. And if it's not mixed where it's easy to use, it'll slow you down. What we say in our training is in the pail, you should have clumps always about the size of a quarter, $half golf ball. That's what you need to be looking for. Once you've got the mix made up, that's almost the way we want it. And for people that are interested in production, have somebody else do the mixing for you. If you know how to apply this stuff, have somebody supply it to you so you don't have to stop and do this. You can adjust this all day long. And I'm not measuring. What I prefer, once you learn a little bit about this mortar, is what to look for. And how to tell when it's right. At this consistency, if you look at this, a lot of people would start working with this right now. I would make it a little bit wetter. I'm still not seeing these 50-cent piece size clumps. So you can adjust it. The rules or the instructions for mixing 5 to 1 or 4.5 parts mortar to 1 part water are just approximate. It changes depending on the weather, the wind, whether it's been raining all night. All of those things change. What you need to know is the consistency. Now it's ready to use. See what I'm talking about? This. Something like that. It can even be a little bit wetter than this. If you make it too wet, you can add more powder to it. If it's too dry, like I'm doing here, keep adding water until you get it where you want it. And be aware that this can change in 20, 30 minutes time. You have to keep tempering this up. Any specs you see that say no retempering are based on somebody using latex bonding agent. With that, yeah, you can't do that. But tempering for a regular mortar makes it better. Every time you retemper it, it gets creamier. So don't worry about that. It just has to be wet enough to make it stick. Because if it doesn't stick, nothing else matters, does it? So when it's ready, you can go to work. That's the way to get the color and the speed of application that you want. It's that simple. Measure when you're starting if you want to get you close, but then you have to adjust it all day long so that it's easy to work with. Thanks for watching.